What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going over a variety of topics such as, drumroll please, Player of the Year, Manager of the Year, Goal of the Year, and don't forget,
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video on the channel, and as you've seen there, Hannah likes to give me a little prep talk before we start recording these. But yeah, on a serious note, and just in case you didn't hear that, today we are going to be going over a few different topics such as how you vote in the Player of the Year, who deserves it, Writers Player of the Year, and a couple other topics as well. So getting right into it then, in the off chance that you do not know how to vote, everyone should have got an email about it, but you just come onto the Rangers website, you'll see it here, there's a big section saying Player of the Year voting. You scroll down until this here, click on vote here, you put your 2 votes in. Right now that's not my picks, it's just give me options. You put them in, submit your email, and that's your Goal of the Year. And on the website it's my Jers only that are going to get to vote on that, but they've got it as coming soon, so I just kind of put together some of the best goals and put a Twitter poll over there, or let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, because we have been spoiled with amazing goals this season, and it's really actually quite tough to pick your Goal of the Year. So the goals that I included on the poll was the roof goal from the halfway line. Defoe's goal against Livy, where it was a long ball over the top from Tav, and it was a beautiful one-touch finish from Defoe.
Tav! Defoe! Oh my god! Tav! Tav, take him!
Morelos' latest goal against Celtic, the one where he's nutmegged Brown. I did say on the poll, this one's maybe a bit more sentimental value than the actual goal itself. He's Meg Brown. Oh my god! I wonder if he knows who scored this time! That was the some guy in the back post! That was Alfredo Morelos! And he's just took the piss out of you, son! And I've put in there as well the Tav's free kick away against Dundee United, another screamer.
Tav! Oh my god!
So the results on the poll have quite staunchly finished on 55%, the big majority of that going for the roof halfway line goal, and for me personally, I'm not surprised at that. I don't only think that's our goal of the season, I genuinely believe, trying to put my bias aside, that deserves the Puskas award for this season. Not only, but we've seen goals from the halfway line before, but to take on 2 and 3 guys, show your strength through your skill before it, and then do that, and to bring into account the weather and the state of that pitch as well, blown away by that goal. Arguably one of the best goals I've ever seen. A couple of honourable mentions that we got in the replies as well. You've got Jack's volley against Kelly, of course, that was brilliant. You had the second goal against Galatasaray, both of them were good, as KG has said here, and Kamara's against Benfica away, a lovely passing goal as well. Kent has also scored a fair amount of screamers this season as well, so it really just depends on what you like as a person. Whether you prefer the passing goals, the long range strikes, because this season we've had it all. Let me know in the comments below. Really quickly, just in the off chance that you've been looking at this t-shirt thinking, what is that he's wearing? It's just a little thing from the 55 Apparel store that we've got. It just supports the channel, it's a little bit of extra support to us. We've got a little store that I'll leave the links to in the description below. Once you go into there, you'll see all these different types of designs that we've got on there. And for example, once you click on things, you can see plenty of different sizes and different colours that you can go through as well. Whether that's your type of thing or not, you can see once you're on the site. But again, I'll leave the links to that down in the description below if you want to check that out. But we've waffled on, time to get to the actual voting. And looking at this, I'm still, as I'm recording this, the options here I think are brilliant. Like from the Writers Player of the Year and everything, those people that got nominated, all great and deserve it. But I think this list here that Rangers have gave us is absolutely perfect. If you choose anyone on this list, Davis, Goldson, Tav, Kent, Kamara, McGregor, Morelos, any one of them could win it because they've all been fantastic. Bear in mind that I'm recording this video before the Livingston game, so if someone comes out tonight and scores like a double hat-trick or something, these stats I'm about to show you will be a little bit off, but I'm going to bring up some stats now to say who really deserves this Player of the Year. So starting off with the Men's Player of the Year, and I put a little poll out over my Twitter page to see what other people think who deserves it from a fan's point of view, and the 4 people that I put on the poll, Twitter only literally put 4 on, I picked from the Players Trade Union that decided the PFA Player of the Year nominees, and the 4 that they picked were Kent, Davis, McGregor and Tav, so controversially quite a few big names left out of that. Players like Goldson or Morelos even, for example. But looking at the results of this poll here, I'll have this on screen as well. Only 227 people voted, so it's obviously just a small very, very small minority of the Rangers fans that have voted on this, so you can't presume this is going to be who's going to win the fans' vote. But 44% of people thinking Tav, so a large majority of them thinking he's going to win. Apologies, I've been looking down here a lot of my notes to check that I'm actually telling you this right, but we'll have it on screen as well. So we'll start it off by looking at the league scorers, and what's impressive about this year, we've not got like that one person like Morelos in the past who we're totally relying on to go and score 20-30 goals. It's so well spread this year, and it's another huge reason why we're champions this year. But you look at this here, Morelos 12, Roof 12, and Tav as well with 11 goals. You've also got Kent in there as well with 9 goals. Aribo down at the bottom there with 7 as well. Amazing numbers from throughout the squad. Assists as well are of course absolutely massive, and we are running away with it on the charts for assists, topping it, which is especially impressive with the amount of game time he's had. He's not had as much as some of the other players that are in amongst this Player of the Year, but number 1 Hadji with 10, 2 Mr. Consistent this season, Tav with 9, Kent in there with 8, you've got Borna, the best crosser in the league, in there with 6 as well. Arfield, again, that's really impressive with his game time, 5 as well. And looking at the other end of the pitch, which is of course every bit important, the second most clean sheets this year. Hopefully we'll get another 2 as I'm recording this, so especially with Lewis at first, I've got a sneaky feeling McGregor might finish first for this at the end of the season. But McGregor with 16, which is absolutely huge, of course, and another number that's very impressive as well, which is big credit to the defence, is he's had to make the second lowest amount of saves in the league with only 54, only Livingston, which is quite surprising actually, for actually having to save the least in the league. Another massively important stat I was quite impressed with as well is we were by far the most disciplined team in the league. Looking at this here, we only have 35, or booking points would you call them, because it's 35 yellow cards and 0 red. And this is brilliant from a team. Like, we used to always make a laugh and a joke of this of when we went down to 10 men in the past, whether it was Morelos, whether it was someone else. We were so used to playing with 10 men. At times you thought we were playing better with 10 men. We'd practiced it that much in training, but it's good to keep 11 men on the park, and it's quite proven to be quite useful this year since we've actually won the league. Another huge thing to consider this year as well when voting for your Player of the Year is how good we've been in the Europa League. There's no need to mention the other 2 cup competitions we're in. We'll just stick to strictly Europa League since we can play against better teams but not against worse teams. But anyway, that's a conversation for a different day. But our stats in there were all incredible as well, and to this day Morelos still tops the assist charts with 5. Bonner's also got 3 assists, he's in there as well. He's also got 3 goals, Tav's in and amongst it as well. Our stats there are also something I have to be considered. But when I'm really narrowing it down, my head right now is between Goldson, Tav and Ryan Kent, and Kent as well. It's not only the numbers that he brings, it's the work rate, it's creating space for other players, assisting the assister. You know what kind of stats that I'm talking about. Almost an unsung hero at times, but he's really starting to get that recognition now. Tav, unfortunate with his injury towards the end here, he probably would have had even more impressive numbers if he kept, well, obviously he would have had more impressive numbers. There's no way Tav wouldn't have added more goals and assists to his game and the way he plays. But Goldson, for me, it's Connor Goldson, and a man that I've slated a lot in the past, humble pie right in my face for how good he's been this season. I'm voting for him as my Player of the Year. Played every minute in the league. We've got incredible defensive records. He also has chipped in with a few important goals. Anything that you vote for in here, I can't really argue with your opinion, but for me, it's Connor Goldson. Now, I know we've spent a lot of time there breaking down the men's Player of the Year and who deserves that, but this one is going to be a lot quicker. The young Player of the Year, because they're only giving you 3 options as well. Calvin Bassey, who Nathan Patterson, who has been brilliant since coming back in. Obviously, the COVID thing, obviously, it's past now. Big mistake. Live and learn from it. From coming back, he has been absolutely brilliant, and I think he's proven long term, while still learning from Tav, he can be our number 1. But Hadji, this has to be Hadji. The goals and assists per how many games that he's played for us this season has been second to none, and the young Player of the Year has to be Ines Hadji. So a couple of topics just to finish us off here. You may have seen me, not put it on screen now, but Motherwell have released a statement saying everyone that bought a season ticket for them last season there, that we never got to go to any games, they are giving everyone a season ticket for free. And this has sparked up debates left, right and centre, because Rangers for this year, our season ticket prices are just froze, which is good, they haven't increased. But everything about Rangers is just gimme, gimme, gimme the money. We've not had any type of loyalty given back to the fans yet. We get loads of thank yous. The club show that they're extremely grateful, and I understand that they've got a massive wage bill. We need the type of money to be going out and buying £7 million Ryan Kents, for example. But the fact that Motherwell have got that type of money spare to give back to the fans like that, do you think Rangers could have done more? Maybe half-price season tickets for those that supported during last year, for example? But that's all that we're going to talk about in today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and don't forget to check out our links in the description where you can see our channel members, partnership, and our 55 apparel store that we've got down there. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Enjoy the title party on Saturday, and we'll see you in the next one.
The famous